Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute since we made a video. I was just feeling a little uninspired and honestly not totally sure of where I wanted to take the channel, what kind of videos I wanted to make. But what I like is keeping it casual. So I don't know what, types of content I will share from here forward, but I do enjoy sitting down, chatting, talking about different topics, and keeping it minimal on the editing, but maybe some videos like my last one will, call for more editing, but we'll see how it goes. So for now, I just like to keep it casual, chill, talk, and then move on. So today, we're going to bring you 5 frugal habits to take with you into 2026. Some of these might not be frugal to you. Some of these might be like second nature. You do this all the time. I don't really know. For me, they are frugal habits that my husband and I have developed over the last couple of years. And I just wanted to encourage you to consider them as you step into the new year. So, number one, I don't know if you're going to consider this a frugal habit. I personally think it's necessary, but I also know that some people still don't do it. And that is having a budget. Look, whether you are on a lower income or you are extremely wealthy and fortunate, it is okay to have a budget. Rachel Cruz is the one I think that says a budget gives you permission to spend, and I definitely agree with her, regardless of how you might feel about the Ramses, depending on if you know who they are or not. I agree with her. Before, when we did not do a legit budget, it was a little stressful, and now we do. We have a weekly allotment of what we can spend, and there's so much freedom in that. There really is. And we love it. We enjoy it. There's a peace that's brought with it. And I don't know. It's something to consider in the new year if you haven't done it before. Frugal habit number 2, I have my notes, is reverse meal planning, I think is what it's called. So this is when you look at what you have already in your pantry. You look at your seasonings, your spices, if you will, your pantry staples, your meat, what you have in the fridge, and you plan from there. So you create your grocery list off of what you already have. This is something we have definitely developed in the last couple of years, and it is great. It is great. It saves so much money rather than going to Pinterest or Google or wherever and searching up an entire new recipe. Going into into your kitchen, seeing what you already have, and making a list from there and meal planning from ingredients you already have is going to save you at the grocery store because you're not going to be like, oh, this ingredient, there's like 10 ingredients that goes into this brand new recipe I haven't ever tried before, which is, let's be real, it's fun every now and then, but it can get really costly when you're constantly having to buy new ingredients and bring them into your home. So I would encourage you, look at what you already have. And if you have to Google, what to make based off of the ingredients you have, then, do that. It might be fun. But that's something I would definitely consider taking into the new year because it can save you a decent amount of money. And number 3, coffee only at home. So you guys know from my first video, I'm a coffee drinker. My husband's a coffee drinker. We like coffee. And, it can get expensive if you go out to get it. And right now we have a limit of only 2 out of the house per month. And honestly, I am willing to let that go. Like completely, honestly. Maybe once a month because when I sit there and I'm like, it cost us $20 to get my husband and I a coffee and then our 2 children a cake pop. When we go twice a month, I'm like, it's $40. And I would much rather see the $40 sitting in the bank account. I am not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. And it's fun every now and then, like when they come out with new drinks, it's fun to try one, right? Maybe, but I don't know. I love coffee at home. There's just something about cozying up with your blanket after you made your warm or cold cup of coffee and enjoying it that way. And you save a lot of money. So if you haven't been doing that, I encourage you to do it in the new year. Number 4, looking into what you have around you outdoors that's free. And what I mean by that is we have a park near our home that is completely free, and they have a nice lovely hike and a picnic area, and it's just great. It's great. And then we have a national park pass. Now my husband is military and we were able to get 2 national park pass like entries for free for the year, and the value is $80, I think, for the whole year if you were to get it, but because we're military, we got it for free. And I would encourage you to look around, see if you have a park that's free entry, see if you can fit into your budget a park pass. Sometimes they're even cheaper, like usually a yearly entry for one specific park is going to cost less than even the $80. And realistically, you're probably going to visit that park the most in a year if you choose to do this. And so I would encourage you, like, getting outside is great. Going outdoors if you have children is definitely great, but no matter what what your situation looks like, just being outdoors is always good for us, right? And so I would encourage you to look into any type of free outdoor space where you can kind of go and just go for a walk, go sit there and read a book, maybe you fish and it's a spot that you can fish in, just anything like that. I would encourage you because being outdoors is so important. And I don't know, I personally love it. We went on a winter hike earlier today, and there was snow on the ground and everything, and we were freezing cold. We bundled up. We were freezing cold still, but it was nice. It was a nice brisk hike, and we love it. And it's just what we do. So I encourage you to try it out this year if you haven't already. And it's a great budgeting hack to not spend a bunch of money on other activities when there's still stuff that you can do for free around you. So, and number five, always check the thrift store first. Okay, so this is a habit I've definitely instilled for our kids. If the kids need a new jacket, check the thrift store first. If they need a new pair of shoes, check the thrift store first because kids grow so much and they grow so fast in such a short amount of time that it only makes sense to just check the thrift store and see if they have what you're looking for. Obviously, you want it to be like a decent quality, right? Uh, if you're having to be a mom or a dad watching this, Once Upon a Child is really great, a really great kids thrift store if you have one near you. But places like Goodwill, if it's still reasonable in your area. I know Goodwill's kind of unhinged in certain places, but around us, it's totally fine. It's not like how you see on TikTok. And so I would encourage you, check the thrift store first for whatever you need. If you need new plates, check the thrift store. You don't ever know what you could find. And I think it's worth checking. It's definitely worth checking. Or if you don't want to go out to the thrift store, if you have Facebook, then Facebook Marketplace I hear is really good. It's just always it's always good to consider secondhand when it comes to frugality, right? And secondhand doesn't always mean bad. I think we have a misconception about that. Secondhand is really great. You're giving something that someone no longer wants a new a new home, a new role, right? And I think that's great and that can be beautiful. And you might as well utilize the resource that you have, right? So I encourage you as the fifth tip to look at the thrift store first. It's really important and can save you a lot of money, okay? And then a little bonus one is to develop a skill, okay? The skills that society has lost over time, right? Mine is making bread. I love making bread and really any baked good. I love baking, and I used to be considered not the baker back in the day by my family. And now I think they're all shocked because I love baking. I love making bread. I've considered sharing my like most basic bread that bread recipe that I have. You don't even need a stand mixer for this one. It's literally just all mixed in a bowl. You use two bread pans and it creates a beautiful loaf. Is it going to be like the most flavorful bread in the world? No, because it's the most basic bread that in a time of need you could recreate. Okay. And so I've been thinking about sharing that. Let me know if you want to see it. But skills like this, whether it's making bread, whether it's sewing, maybe you don't know how to cook and you finally pick up cooking, right? And you learn how to cook from home by yourself. Like these are great ways to save money, to be frugal, right? Fixing something before you replace it. So like maybe your little flip flop, like the little thing rips, and you're like, I'm gonna try to like gorilla glue this instead of, I have gorilla glue. I might as well just gorilla glue it and see if that works. And if it doesn't, then I'll check the thrift store first and go from there, right? So yeah, I just think developing a skill would be a really great way to lower your cost of living in 2026. I know it's pretty scary out there, right? At least for the average American, it's getting a little the waters are getting a little a little hot, right? Like it's not in a good way. Um and so I just want to encourage you guys, with these tips to be frugal as much as you can, but understand that frugal doesn't mean that you are sacrificing comfort or joy in your life, right? Like, I think, okay, another frugal habit that I do is I cut my own hair. And maybe to some of you, you're like, yeah, it is clear as day that you do not go to the hair salon. I haven't stepped in the hair salon in a long time. And I actually don't ever think I stepped in a salon like the fancy ones. I have always gone to like Great Clips or the Walmart like hair place that was in the Walmart back in the day. I don't even know if they still do that. But my point is that I cut my own hair and I don't color it or anything. Um, I do all the styling and stuff at home, and I don't mind it. I still enjoy my hair, and it's just it's okay. Like, I don't have to go to a salon. Would it be great? Sure, if somebody wants to gift it to me, but like, it's not a big deal. And honestly, even if someone gifted me the money right now to go to the hair salon, I probably would save it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would just save it because I've gotten so used to doing it myself that until the day comes that a bunch of grays start coming in, I probably continue to do it myself, and it doesn't bother me. And so I encourage you, if you're looking for frugal tips, like, that's also a way. If you're a woman or man, do it yourself at home. DIY is great. So I kind of went off the rails. I gave you like 7 tips instead of 5, but that's okay. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Also, I hope the mic is okay. I don't no idea what it's gonna sound like, but hopefully it doesn't sound too bad. Okay? I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.